this video actually comes from a subscriber. I had somebody comment down that they wanted to get a code DLC concept, and I was like, hey man, I got you. So hey man, shout out to you man for this. This is the video is because of you man. So we're gonna be doing code today, which is a little bit difficult just because I feel like some of the things he does, it's interesting, but he's also a little bit boring because it's, you know, it's pretty much black and white with what code has done so far in the anime, for the most part, using his claws to teleport, you know, and transport allies and things like that. But we're gonna see what we can cook up with him. But today's anime question is going to be, who is your favorite Karma user in Boruto, man? Out of Boruto, Code, and also Kawaki, man. Who do you think utilizes their Karma the best, and do you enjoy actually seeing them fight with it? But this ain't anything you might be interested in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell, do all those nice things, and we're going to hop straight into this concept. So when we hop into the Code concept, some key points about Code is he never used his Karma to actually absorb Jutsu. We haven't really seen that, which we see Kawaki and also Boruto do. We didn't see this from Code. He uses his claws similar to Flying Raijin, but it's also slower, and he also has to be able to go into a claw to teleport with it. But it's pretty cool how he can just move between his claws whenever he's fighting somebody. And I think his moveset will center around his claw hands, so possibly a claw combo where he marks you and then maybe he comes out and hits you with it like in his basic CAC combo. I think that'd be pretty cool. But as far as rewards that we can get from him, I think we can get the character lock, of course. I think we can get Code's hair. Hopefully they actually have it where they have like the little metal piece. That would be pretty cool. We can also get his eye paint. I think this would be really nice. They could just give us a Karma mark. That's what we really need, but they'll probably just give us the eye paint. We could get Jigen's hairstyle, since we do have Ishiki in the game, but we don't have the hairstyle for Jigen. We have Jigen's outfit, but not his hair, so I think that'd be pretty good. We could also get the Kara cape, since, you know, we have quite a few Kara members in the game now. I think we would actually be able to actually get his cape. And I think his honorary title would be Reject Vessel, since we know that Code was supposed to be the vessel of Ishiki, but that's not what happened. I think he'd bring the substitution to the Claw Escape. And the way this one works, the user phases into a Karma Claw mark. While inside the claw, the user's invulnerable to attacks and recovers their ninjutsu quicker. And I think this one will last around 3 to 5 seconds, similar to the Himotsu Hirosaka. And yes, this one would promote more running, but I think this would fit for Code. You can hop into the claw mark, and then if additional input, you can come out a little bit early. You could also use this strategically, or maybe if you just want to go straight down into the claw and then come back out and hit them with a jutsu, you could do that as well. But the only thing about this is this would be a stable substitution where you're only stuck in one spot. We move into the ninjutsu. The first one is going to be the claw slash marking. And the way this works is the user slashes an enemy, marking them with a claw mark. Additional input will allow the user to strike the enemy from the claw. And with this one, I think the second strike would be unguardable. So this would be like a setup to maybe get some good combos going. And this one will work very similar to Ishiki's Karma move, but instead the second activation is going to be unguardable. Now, if you block for the first activation whenever the claw's first hitting you, the claw won't be applied to you. Or let me know in the comments, do you think the claw should be applied to you regardless, since that is how it would work with Code? This would basically make this move where you only can dodge it to get rid of it. That's the only way that you wouldn't be able to get the claw mark on you. That'd actually be pretty interesting. Moving to the next ninjutsu is going to be the claw slash movement. And the user applies 3 claw marks on the ground. Additional input allows the user to move between the claws. While this jutsu is active, defense and attack tracking are increased. And this one will work a little bit similar to Flying Raijin, but in the sense is in order to move between the claws, you have to actually be near the claw. Code was only able to go inside his claws if he was within a certain range of them. So that's how that would work. I wanted to say something about maybe being able to pull your allies into the claw, since that is something that we've seen him do a lot. Maybe you can move with your allies from spot to spot, but I don't know if Shinobi Striker would have, you know, the aspects to be able to do that. But that'd be pretty cool, since we have seen Code pull people in and out of the claws pretty often in the Boruto anime. And with the ultimate technique being the secret technique, Incomplete Karma. The user awakens the white Karma, increasing attack tracking, movement, and defense. While in this state, with additional input, the user can apply marking to enemies and follow up with devastating attacks. These attacks are unblockable. Additional input will mark an enemy and finish with the piercing strike. So pretty much with all these Karma ultimates, you typically get access to a different move, and then if you press up on the D-pad, you'll probably either hit them with a fireball or they'll come with a Rasengan, as we've seen with the Kawaki and Baroshiki ult. I think this one will be no different in a sense that, you know, it gives you certain boosts, and you can use the claw mark move that we just talked about, where you hit them with the claw and then you come out and you strike them. And then if you press up on the D-pad, I think he would also throw out an additional claw, which would be unblockable, and then he'd follow up and he'd pierce through your heart, which, you know, pretty boring when you consider the fact that we already have 2 ults like this. But I think this is the best you can do with these Karma Ultimates, since we've already seen what they've done with Baroshiki and Kawaki. But this is basically my concept for Code. This is why I said it's a little bit boring, I think, of the concepts that I've done, because Code, for the most part, goes between the claws, and that's his main way of fighting, besides, you know, him having, like, you know, his claws that he has on his hands. But I think he is a character that will eventually have to come to Naruto games, because he plays such a key role in the Boruto story. But he's a little bit of a boring character. Let me know how you feel about that take in the comments, man. But I hope y'all enjoyed this concept. Make sure to let me know y'all's thoughts below and things like that, and who you want me to see concepts of in the future. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell, do all those nice things, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, man. Yeah.